Hello and welcome back everybody to Drug Abuse Simulator. Senri has taken a gulp, no actually a lot of gulps, of Ambrosidone. Let's see what happens to her. I lean back and focus on the steady drumming of the rain against the roof. Hey Ken. Yeah? What was with the vase? Are you still wondering about that? Yep. I let out a sigh of surrender. Alright, I guess we've got time. I tell her about the other night. Senri listens in silence, twirling her e-stick between her fingers. You probably are telling that the two most useless persons, right after Kyotaro, probably. But still, the most useless people. So I'm wondering if he was threatening me or something. When you knocked, I just grabbed the closest thing that might work as a weapon. Senri stops playing with the e-stick long enough to take a lengthy drag. Some guy got in an auto cab with you. You had a conversation. Before he left, he called you Ken. Is that it? Yeah. What do you think? Honestly, I think you're an idiot. Of all the possible explanations, you decide he must have been a hired thug? What other possibilities are there? I can think of at least 7. For example, he could have read your name tag at your store. He might have been someone you used to know who remembered you. Or most likely, you told him your name and then forgot. I mean, think about it. Why would anyone be after you? You're a no-name employee at a convenience store. Gee, thanks. What for? Anyway, you've secretly been dealing nuclear weapons under the counter. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think there is missing an if somewhere. You know, that would explain how Boss keeps the place afloat. Really? I was kidding. Oh. Anyway, even if this man was after you, what could he do? I don't really get Senri's character, you know? On the one hand, she's always sharp, you know? But she doesn't get sarcasm, like she's a bit of an airhead at the same time. How does that work? He was kind of huge. Not all tall people are hitmen. I'm not a hitman. Jesus, if I ever meet a hitman who's like, I don't know, 5'5", I'm still done. Even though I'm 6 foot, I don't know, 6 and a few inches. I don't know, man. You people and your crazy American tall thingy. I'm nearly 2 meters. Does that help you? It helps knowing me how tall I am. You bad American people. Do you know the Simpsons episode where they have German tourists in their house and they are complaining about what's wrong with America? To be honest, I was not proud, but it kinda hit home with me. Like, it's really kinda strange that America does so many different things different than the rest of the world. Not only Germany, of course. Not all tall people are hitmen. Yeah, I'm almost certain that Setsuna girl isn't. Almost. It's impossible to be certain about anything. How philosophical. Senri blinks. A smile spreads across her face, and she giggles. What is so funny? I was just thinking about Setsuna. She's so tall. I don't get it. It's funny. Senri continues to laugh sporadically, a glassy look in her eyes. Are you alright? Yep. Why do you ask? I've never seen you laugh before. Really? That's not so strange, though. We only met, like, 2 weeks ago. Senri has started swaying a little, and she's wearing a mischievous grin. It's so out of place on her that I laugh. What are you laughing at? You. You look ridiculous. I think the Ambrosidone is kicking in. Oh, is that it? I was wondering why everything felt so floaty. Floaty? You know what I mean. Yeah, it's definitely working. You're not yourself. But then who am I? What? Who am I if I'm not myself? You. It's a metaphor. Oh, I'm bad at metaphors. Strange. You're so good at sarcasm. Senri looks at me like I'm an idiot. But I'm not good at sarcasm. I start laughing and can't stop. I slip out of my chair and hit the floor, feeling myself melt and slip into the cracks. What are you laughing at? You're so weird. Why am I weird? Everything. You know how you always look at me without saying anything? Is that weird? It is. Damn, that's another one of those stupid rules to remember. Rules? You know, rules. Like when you're talking face to face. I gaze up at her from my position on the floor. Nope, still don't get it. You know, getting your expression right and stuff. You have to make sure it's right, or people get mad. Are you, how do you call that again? The thing is, it's in German the same word as in English right now. So right now, English is not my actual problem. I don't remember what the name. You know what I mean? Like something like Asperger's or something. You have to think about that? Doesn't everyone? I don't. Huh. Maybe it's a guy thing then. What? You, Kojo, and Kyotaro don't seem to have any trouble. Although neither does Setsuna. She looks a little bit like a man though, so maybe I'm still right. She doesn't. Last I checked, men don't have breasts. No, I mean she's like big. And she runs a lot. The two universal traits of manhood. Was that sarcasm? Yeah. I think I've got it. Anything really stupid you say is sarcasm. She blows out a wisp of vapor, and I violently wave my arms. I can't breathe in. Nicotine kills you. Is that the parallel to nicotine? I don't know. I mean nicotine, okay, but nicotine? I can't breathe, Senri. Why is there ceiling lavender? I see, and this is now after the trip? It'll be a couple of minutes until my cab gets here. By the way, awkward transition is awkward. Senri lowers her phone, but leaves her other hand clutching her head while she stares out the window. You sure you don't want to wait for the weather to clear up? It doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. I'll be here all night if I stay. I guess so. Our high lasted about 2 hours. Thankfully I can't remember most of it, save for a vivid incident when I insisted I could do a backflip. The bruise on my face is enough to convince me to never take so much Ambrosidone again. So, what did you think? Of what? Ambrosidone. Senri gives her e-cig a thoughtful puff. It was interesting. I felt different. More open. But I couldn't think. That kept irritating me. That's the fun of it though. You don't need to think for a while. No, I'm all about thinking. If I can't do that... I think you said I was like a different person. I guess that is your proof. I shrug. The rain continues filling in the silence. It was interesting. You can take a bit with you. You can take a bit with you if you like. Senri blinks. She seems to think about it for a long time. I don't think so. I don't want to risk trying it without an expert around. I might come here again, though. It is strange. It sounds like a request. Sure. Sounds good to me. Great. A beam of light cuts through the window, filling the room with a yellow glow. That must be my cap. Sorry I can't give you an umbrella. I would if I owned one. It's 5 seconds of rain. I don't understand why it bothers you. I don't know. I don't want you to come down with a cold or anything. You're weird. Probably. I'll see you at the next meeting anyway. I guess so. Alright. Take care then. Senri starts towards the door, then turns around. Why do people keep saying that? Huh? Take care. Did I say that? Or did I pick it up? It's just a way of saying goodbye. Oh. She seems to think for a moment. Take care. Yeah. Thanks. Autism. Ah! That's what I was looking for. Autism. So does she have some kind of autism, or is she just like socially awkward? I don't know. I close the door behind Senri and slowly release a sigh. I sit there for a long moment, eyes closed but not asleep. Then I force myself to start cleaning the debris from our session. As I do, something on the windowsill catches my eye. Her e-cig. Great. I'm not going out in this weather to give it to her, and she probably has spares anyway. I'm sure she can last the cab ride home without it. I'm so tired that even watching TV sounds like too much work. I just want to collapse on the floor. Problem is, I feel gross. My shirt is stuck to me with a cold layer of sweat. I really need a shower. And I suppose you would probably need to go to work soon. It seems like it was, like morning or something. I've just stripped off my clothes when there's a clatter from the living room and the whoosh of the front door opening. Guess Senri couldn't live with her nicotine after all. Yeah, this time it's probably someone else. If you're looking for your cigarette, it's on the windowsill. After only a moment, the front door slams shut. She could have at least thanked me. Although that might be too much to ask from her. I set the shower to maximum and hop into the torrent of steaming water. Streaming water. The lingering calm of the trip, the warm flow of water, and the mechanical routine of cleaning myself all serve to leave my mind in a blissful state of detachment. I start singing as I lather up. I can barely hear myself over the force of the spray nozzle, even when I'm practically shouting. I feel bad for everyone stuck outside in this weather. Senri, Setsuna if she's running. Hyo will probably walk through it on his way here, though hopefully it'll ease up by the time he's finished. He's been acting strange ever since I heard about Kojo's project. Since he heard about Kojo's project. It's not like him at all. Going along to spend time with Setsuna made sense, but then he volunteered to find a meeting place. What does he see in it? All we've done is had a couple of boring, awkward talks, and devoted time to indulging the whims of a crazy old man. I'll admit I'm a little curious about what Kojo is trying to accomplish. It's kind of like a film. A film I watched about a van that ate people. I could immediately tell it was crap, but I knew I'd regret not seeing how it ended. Yeah, I know these kind of films. The lever squeaks as I shut off the water. I step out and grab an almost fresh towel to dry off. Now that I've met everyone, the project's workload should drop off. All I need to do is go to a couple more meetings before boss loses interest. I still haven't called him about our last meeting. I should probably... A flash lights up the room, right before a deafening boom shakes the building. The lights flicker twice, then click off as everything goes dark. Oh, great. Oh my god, it's raining. A building. Is this now from the beginning? Is Ken's building getting shot? A blackout. I run my fingers around the sink until they touch the smooth bump of my contact. I put it in while I grab my pants. My phone is still in the pocket and I use it to activate the contact's night vision mode. The room comes back into view, gainy black and white except for the flashing low battery icon. Hopefully this is fixed by tomorrow. I don't want to have to go through my day without the contact. Grumbling to myself, I side my pants back on and shove open the door. What? Discarded napkins and paper plates are strewn about, caught by the draft billowing in through the broken windows. Clumps of foam from my ruined couch are tossed around, along with fragments of glass from the shattered TV screen. I don't understand. I step forward straight onto something sharp. I wince and keep walking out into the room. Rain blows through the windows, wetting my face. Something on the windowsill catches my eye. Uneasy, I move closer. An electronic cigarette. Why did Senri leave it here? Unless... A cold chill creeps down my spine. I never heard a voice. I just heard the door open and assumed it was her. What if... It came from the bedroom. All thoughts leave my mind as my ears strain to hear. Suddenly the battery icon flickers and my contact flashes off, plunging the room into darkness. From behind me comes the squeak of my bedroom door opening and the thud of approaching footsteps. I swear if this is the end. Everyone is online. This is probably the end. No one is connected. What a fucking cliffhanger. That is so unfair. Come on. No. I do not accept that. Ah, fuck you. Ah. That is really cool, by the way. That is fucking cool. But what a cliffhanger. What a cliffhanger. Backers on Kickstarter. Yeah, it's a little bit late for that. since the Kickstarter campaign is over, but... Hey, the background looks different now. It's more snowy. Okay, wow. Well, I have to say, for a fucking demo, this was awesome. That was really, really good. Like, really, really good. I mean, there are a few things I often mentioned that need to be, like, a little bit more polished. Like the sprites, they look kind of strange. The transitions are not that good. And I don't know. Like in the beginning, it didn't catch me right up in the beginning. I don't know why though. I mean, I liked that they slowly introduced the characters. They took their time to introduce everyone. And that is very important, I think. But I don't know, in the beginning it didn't get me from the beginning. But by the end I was totally into it. Like really, really into it. It's like a good wrestling match, you know? You probably don't, but no, anyway. There are so many great wrestling matches, like an awesome Misawa Kobashi match, where you remember the last 30 minutes or so that were pure drama, but often these matches start with the first 10 minutes of, I don't know, holds. And you think this is every match you've ever seen, and then it evolves into Kobashi versus Misawa, and it's a 5-star match, you know what I mean? You probably don't. But anyway, if you don't know what I mean, go watch Kobashi versus Misawa. No matter which match, they're all great. Yeah. So as mentioned, great demo. I liked the writing style. Ken, I didn't like Ken in the beginning. He got more comfortable in the flow of the game. Even though I still think it's a bit unnatural for him to be a dick, but then be more like... Be more kind, just out of nowhere, you know? But it's not really important, I think. It's not really important. I like the girls, for the most part. I mean, they are kind of cliché-ish for the most part, but if you take your time with them and give Ken and them some dialogues, like with Shion, for example, you can get more into the characters, or with Senri, for example, just right now. If you do more of that, it actually gets it can get really interesting. And it was interesting just right now. So, everything is good. I really, for a demo, awesome. And very, very long. I didn't expect it to be so long, to be honest. But not that that is a bad thing. So, I wish Alienworks all the good luck in the world with this game. I think it's going to be really good. The thing is, I hope it's not, it doesn't have the everlasting summer problem. Like, there is a story that is over the whole thing, and in the end it doesn't make sense, and kind of takes away from the character development, you know? I hope that is not the case. I hope the story intertwines good with the character development. Yeah, so that is all I've got to say. So, thank you everybody for watching. Support Alienworks, even though the Kickstarter campaign is over. Go send them nice messages or whatever. And yeah, I hope I'll see you for another game. Maybe you want to check out some other stuff, feel free to do so. If this is your first Let's Play you ever saw, I don't know if you feel like it. If you don't, it's okay as well. And I'll see you then. Bye bye.